What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the electric guitar tutorial for Four of These Reasons by Lincoln Brewster, the live version. Let's jump right into it. This song is in the key of D, and I'm actually playing through the Helix patch that I created for the Helix, HX Stomp, Podgo, and HX Effects. So if you like any of these tones, feel free to go down below, click the link, and go to my website and pick it up. Okay, so the beginning of the song is Lincoln just by himself, just kind of riffing off, so I'm going to break that part down. So it's an open D string and 7th fret G string, and then you go a half step down to the 6th fret. So it's half step down, hammer on with your ring finger. Now you're on the B string on the 5th fret. And then I'm going to break that part down. So you're shifting up to the 7th fret, and you're starting with the 9th fret G string with your ring finger, and transitioning to the B string, 7th fret, then back to the G string, to the 7th fret G string, to the 6th fret, back to the 7th fret G string, slide up to the 9th fret G string, hammer on from the 7th fret D string to the 9th fret, pull off to the 7th fret, slide from the 9th fret A string down to the 7th fret. So the lowest part is going to be on the 5th fret A string, and then slide up from the 7th fret to the 9th fret. So I'm going to play the whole part again. Okay, we're on to the next part. So you're starting on the ring finger with the 9th fret D string to the 7th fret D string, or G string. Hammer on, pull off on the 7th fret to the 9th fret G string. Bar the 7th fret B string. Back down to the G string, 9th fret. Bar the 7th fret high E and B string. Pinky, 10th fret E string to the 9th fret. And then this is where you're going to shift again, barring the 10th fret B and E string. So you can play this two ways. So you're sliding, starting on the B string. I like using my middle finger just because it's a little stronger than my ring finger, but you can play either way. Sliding up to the E string, 14th fret, to the 17th fret E string, sliding down with your middle finger on the 14th fret, and then first finger on the 12th fret. And there's a reason why I do this, because it sets me up for the next lick. Now with your pinky on the 17th fret. So if you're coming from the Amaze tutorial that I did previously, this lick comes back in this song. So it's starting on the 17th fret, pull off 14, 12, B string, 15, back to the 14th fret E string to the 12th fret E string, pull off, back to the 15th fret B string, pull off to the 12th fret B string, so then after you pull off to the 12th fret, add your G string, 14th fret, back to the 15th fret B string, and then pull off back to the 12th fret B string. Then after that, you're going to slide to the 10th fret B string. And then you're going to do. So then it's going to be 7th fret B string. Hammer on to the 8th fret. Pull off. Hammer on. Actually, you're going to pick the G string. 9th fret. To the 7th fret G string. 6th fret. And then back up to the 7th fret. So I'm going to play that again. And now you're into the official intro of the song. And that goes like this. So you're going to play your ring finger on the 7th fret G string and pinky on the 7th fret B string, and use your open D string. You're going to add your pinky, slide up to the 8th fret. While you're holding that position, use your first finger to play the high E string, 5th fret, and then resolve. And then play your D string, and then play your 9th fret G string. Bend it. And then you're going to start on the 6th fret G string, and then slide all the way down to your 2nd fret G string. All while leaving your D string to ring open. So then you repeat that part again for the intro. So sometimes he goes, or sometimes you can slide back up. Really depends on how you're feeling, and it depends on how he was feeling in the moment. So for the first verse, it's really important to really apply cluster picking and hybrid picking to this. So, and it's really important to use kind of the flesh of your fingers, not necessarily the nails or your pick, because it's really soft. So it's the same kind of chord shapes. Kind of going back and forth between the 1 and the 4, which is your D and your G chord. So in the second half of the verse, so that's where it changes. So this is where you pull off and you bar your 5th fret B and high E string. Where you get that cool effect. Resolve it. And then that last chord is your E minor chord, and it plays like this. So it's first finger, and you're only going to play your D string upward. Don't play your A string or your low E string. First finger, 2nd fret, D string. And then it's going to be open G string, and then ring finger on the 3rd fret high B string, and then you're going to play that open E string as well. So you're going to go from your E minor chord, so you're going to play a traditional D chord with a sus on it. And then you're going to open your E string by letting off your middle finger. And then now you're in the chorus. So this is where you go back up to your normal position. And this is picked. So it's like this. So it's just up, down, up, down. That's the only tricky part, making sure that chord change happens. And this is where it changes. So I'm going to break that down for you. It starts with your B minor chord with your ring finger on the G string 4th fret, middle finger on the 3rd fret B string, and then first finger on the 2nd fret E string. And the picking part is really important. Then your next chord is going to be your traditional D chord, but I'm playing it differently. I'm actually barring the 2nd fret, G string, and keeping my middle finger there. Because what happens after that is it's an open G string. And then move your first finger to the 2nd fret, high E string. Then you're going to move to where your ring finger is on the 4th fret, D string. Keep your middle finger there. Release your first finger. So I'm going to play up to that point. Then you're back to your E minor chord. But instead of having the high open E string, you're going to place your pinky on the 3rd fret, high E string. And then you're going to play your A chord, which I bar it. So it's your 2nd fret, D, G, and B string. Then you're back to your intro again. So I'm going to play that whole part again. You can either play it this way, which is an A sus, or you could play it the traditional A chord. Then you're back into the intro. Okay, so now we're in verse 2, and it does kick up a notch. And there are a couple different licks in there that's really cool that I want to break down. So we're back to the... So then you can add your 9th fret D string. So that's really cool. So you hammer on your D string with your ring finger and cluster and pull off. So then there's a cool lick that sounds like this. So how I'm doing that is I'm sliding up from the A string, 7th to 9th, and then skipping a string to the 7th fret G string, slide down to the 6th fret, slide up, and then you're going to play the 9th fret G string, and then the 7th fret B string. Then you're back down to your G string, pull off, 9th fret to the 7th fret. So that little lick you're going to hammer on from your 7th fret to 9th fret. And then you're going to pull off. And then you're going to hammer on, you're going to play your 9th fret D string, pull off. And then you're going to bar that and play your G string. Then you're going to hammer on from your A string to the 7th fret to the 9th fret. So then after he does that, he does like a little flutter, like a... So that's just a thing that he does. So it's going to be a slide up to the 10th fret G string, slide back down, pull off to the 7th fret, and then you can even incorporate your D string 9th fret. So before you start that over, your last note is your G string 7th fret. So then after that part, he slides back up. So it's just gonna be similar to what but you're gonna slide up to the 9th fret, A string, and then you're gonna bar where these two notes are on the 7th fret. And then you're back into it. So we're still in the verse, so then there's a part that goes like this. So that's your D string, G string, 7th fret, and B string, 5th fret. So it's this. Then he does a cool like major 7. I'm playing it with my middle finger, high E string, 9th fret, and ring finger, 10th fret. So I'm plucking them both first, and then plucking the 10th fret second. So that's that same kind of lick again. So. And then you're into that E minor. You're building into the chorus. So the last thing I want to cover is it's kind of like the bridge, chorus too. There's not really any lyrics, but it kind of sounds like this. So I'm going to play that. It's the same kind of vibe you've been playing throughout the whole song, but there's a specific rhythm to this part. So how I'm doing that is I'm adding my middle finger like we've been doing before. Then I'm adding my pinky on the 10th fret B string, and I'm adding a little bit of vibrato on it. And this is important. So this is where you hammer on with your ring finger. You're already barring the 7th fret, G and B string, but you're adding your ring finger. And then you're back again. So then after that part, it goes back into the chorus and it just kind of resolves and it goes quieter. So there's really not much guitar. Lincoln Brewster's kind of noodling on the chord progression. And then after that, you're into the next song. Well, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button below. That really helps me out. And if you want to go deeper into learning the electric guitar or acoustic guitar, feel free to sign up for my online one-on-one private Zoom lessons. Links are down below, and we'll see you in the next video.